If you've ever been told that you're doing too much or that your interests are all over the place, you are not broken or weird because you don't fit the standard. You are multi-passionate. Your creativity doesn't fit in a box, and that's absolutely not a problem. In fact, it's a gift. But sometimes our gift needs a little direction. Your mind probably feels like a big old mess, and I know because I'm exactly the same way. So if you're multi-passionate, mind mapping is a very powerful tool that's going to help you get that direction. It's going to help you to see how your passions connect and how they don't. You're going to be able to take on your passion projects, your gigs, and your jobs in a way that makes a lot more sense to you. Welcome to Shine with She. I'm your host, Sheila Marie. This podcast is all about being a multi-hyphenate and piecing together a life that you love. I myself am a multi-hyphenate. My current slashes right now are pharmacist, writer, and content creator. We'll talk about how to design a lifestyle and a portfolio career that balances all of your passions. And if you're looking to improve your mindset, your focus, and your productivity, then you are in the right place. Let's get into it. Okay, so I am so excited for you to learn how to do a mind map. If you are a multi-passionate person like me, then you need to do this. I probably look at my mind map at least once a day just to make sure that I'm staying focused and aligned with all of my passions. When I look at my mind map, I feel calmer and I feel like I can take on the day a little bit better. I use it so that I don't feel so overwhelmed with everything going on in my brain. And I think that one of my fears, I know that one of my fears is going to the grave, not being able to fulfill most of those ideas that are in my brain. I want to be able to take the ideas out of my head and bring them into reality, and the mind map has really been helping me to do that. So let me give you a breakdown of what we're going to cover in today's episode. First, I'm going to teach you how to do a mind map. Then we're going to analyze your mind map. Then we're going to talk about how to actually use your mind map moving forward. And be sure to work on your mind map in a nice, cozy, stationary place where you feel safe and free to express yourself. Whenever I work on my mind map, I have this little ritual where I like to sit down with a nice cup of hot tea and kind of get in the zone with it. Okay, so let's get started on how you actually make a mind map. You can make yours old school on a sheet of paper with a pen, or you can do it digitally like on Canva or PowerPoint. Personally, I like to do mine on Canva because I can view it, I can edit it, and I can download it from wherever I am. So I want you to think of mind mapping like a detailed vision board where you are building this blueprint of yourself. Because what are blueprints for? They help the builders build. So imagine that you're building something and you don't have the blueprint for it and you're kind of just winging it. It's probably going to take you a lot longer to build, and you're probably going to make a lot more mistakes along the way. But if you have a very nice blueprint, you're going to be in a good starting position. You're essentially going to be making a blueprint of your life, your goals, and your passions. So we are going back to elementary school, and we're going to be doing this bubble map style. Step 1 is going to be to put you in the center. You can write your name and mind map. Mine says Sheila's mind map. If your name is Rachel, put Rachel's mind map. If your name is Tim, put Tim's mind map. You get it. And make sure you leave a little bit of space underneath your name because we're going to be writing something below that in the analysis section. And now you're going to make branches from that center. Your branches are going to be your main passions. So for me, my passion branches are health, writing, content creation, and games. Those are my 4 main buckets, and I'll make those circles. Next, we're going into the second level of your mind map. This is where you're going to write down how you engage with each of those passions. This includes all your past, current, and future projects, gigs, and jobs. And don't worry if you forget something, you can always come back later and add it in. And I just want to remind you that your mind map is always going to be flexible and changing because you are always changing. Take a little bit of time and go ahead and fill out your entire mind map. Now that you've finished your mind map, we are going to be doing some mind map analysis. So one of the goals of doing a mind map is so that you can get the big picture of yourself. I want you to take a step back and really look at your mind map. Look at how you engage with your passions and write down which skills, talents, and beliefs that you are pouring into those passions. You're going to start to see little patterns or themes of what you've been participating in. For example, your themes may be storytelling, helping people, or adventure. I'll make a list of potential theme words and you'll be able to find that in the links below. What we're really trying to do here is to find your purpose. What drives you to work on the things that you've been working on? Feel free to think on this a little bit. It may not come to you right away, and that's perfectly okay. Sometimes it helps to leave your mind map for a while, let your brain really process the information that you put down, and then come back to it later. And don't worry, because it will come to you. You deep down always know yourself. Now back to the little space that you left underneath your name. Once you come up with your theme or purpose, you're going to write it underneath your name. This is what links all of your passions together. I'll show you my mind map as an example. I realized what connects all of my passions is helping people, whether it's individual or in a community setting. And another fun fact is that I found out this also aligns with my human design chart. I'm a 5/2 seer projector. That sounds like a lot of words, but it basically means that I'm meant to give advice or consult because I can see a better or more efficient approach to things. Now we're going to talk about how to use your mind map in the future. Your mind map is going to help you leverage the knowledge that you have from all of your passions. So here are 2 guided questions that you can use to get started. Number 1, what combination of passions can I use to turn into a project, offering, or an experiment? This is where you can come up with potential things to experiment with, like a new hobby, a gig, collaboration with someone, or a mini project. Number 2, which passions are just for you? You don't need to turn every branch of your mind map into a business or moneymaker. You can indulge in your passions in a way that feels good to you and keeps your creativity flowing. But keep in mind that money is also nice and helps you to fund those passion projects. And now you can start coming up with a plan for your next venture. You can add, subtract, and connect anything that you want. That's a wrap for today's episode of Shine with She. If you liked this episode, be sure to like, subscribe, and leave a comment. It really helps more multi-passionates and multi-hyphenates like you find the show. Bye!